know what I do to people that tell lies? Okay, we're going to take our curvature calculations a step further, and to prove that the calculations actually work and they're not just theoretical, we're going to take a actual globe, a sphere, and we're going to take those measurements from that sphere so that we can put them through the calculations and run through, do a bench test to make sure that our calculations do actually equal our curvature formula. So the first step is to take our globe, put it flush up against the wall, and we're going to use a micrometer to measure it. Okay, so before we do that, we're going to use this spirit level here, just to get it nice and level, to make sure that the ground is level so that we don't get any false readings, because we want to make sure everything is bang on balls accurate. We take our vernier calipers, not a micrometer, vernier calipers, similar sort of thing, which is digital, which gives us a good display, and you can see clearly we've got 140 millimeters, which is equal to 14 centimeters. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mark out our distance that we're going to calculate, which is 5 centimeters. Okay, moving on to the next stage, you can see the drop down marked out here. I've marked it on a piece of paper, and you can see the distance marked out across the top of the globe as well. The next step, of course, is to measure that, which the drop down actually comes to 21.50 millimeters, which is about just over 2 centimeters, doesn't it? So okay, let's move on with some maths. I'll go over the maths quickly first, and then I'll break it down. Okay, so the distance that we're going to be looking for this time is 50.47 centimeters. Okay, so let's get started. Let's follow the equation above. So basically, here we go, y equals r squared, which is 70 times 70, which equals 4900. Okay? Now we want to minus off x squared, don't we? Which is 2547.2209. So minus that off, that gives us 2352.7791. We want the square root of that, which is 48.497422. And we want to then minus that off 70, which gives us this figure here. And we end up with 21.50. So that is curvature mathematics on a real sphere that I actually have, not theoretical. An actual sphere which I've measured with a micrometer, and I've actually come up with the correct figure. So I know that my curvature mathematics are completely correct. Okay, so r squared, we know that the radius is 70. Which is half of 140. So 70 squared equals 49 with the 2 zeros on, so that's 4,900. Then we want to minus off x squared. So x squared is 50.47 times 50.47, and that gives 2547.2209. So 4900 minus 2547.2209 equals 2352.7791, and the square root of that is 48.497422. So now we do a simple subtraction of the radius, which is 70, minus 48.497422, to give our golden figure of 21.50. This concludes that my maths is completely correct, and I haven't just plucked the figures out of my backside. This corroborates the data that we took at the start of the video. So any dissenters out there telling me that I'm using the incorrect maths, you can shove it up your bumhole, because this is completely correct. Thank you very much.